All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and introduce or give us the first.
Well, I mean, everybody could tell from the topic. It's
They're not like us.
Drake
They're not like us.
Drake's funeral. I mean, do you think it was his? Do you think it was his funeral? Do you think this?
I
Do
think
you
the
think
funeral's
this
never
whole
over.
thing that Kendrick has done is really going to affect?
Let me describe it to you like an action movie, right?
Mhm.
You ever seen an action movie where somebody gets shot and then that person comes back and shoots them again?
Uh-huh.
Even though they dead, they keep on shooting them.
Right.
That's what Kendrick is doing to Drake. If you play that
So he's
song,
overkilling.
it's an overkill. It's like bullets all over his body. And
I can agree with that.
and Drake really messed with the wrong one. I'll give it to you like sports too, right? You remember when the Falcons had it, and then Tom Brady said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
taking that back."
of course.
Drake
But
heard the diss and said, I'm gonna eat to him. I'm gonna get in that booth, and the fans are going to say Kendrick is whack, Kendrick is this. But I think that out of all the diss songs that they both dropped, Not Like Us just stuck to people. It stung us like a bee.
Well, it's because the reason why is because it's a bop. It's not. It's like even though
from his hood too. It's a California
like
sound.
it's
right, because he has no culture. That's the reason
Who?
why Drake lost. He has no culture.
well, I mean,
That's what made Kendrick.
Drake beat Meek though. Meek got culture.
No,
and he
What do you say about
Meek's
that?
not from California. I mean,
No, but Philly has culture.
but
Freeway.
listen, but you're under no. We're talking about Drake. Drake comes from Canada.
No, I'm saying Meek Mill has culture, and he went against Drake.
and he went.
But
And
he didn't use his culture against Drake.
I
I can agree with that, but I think the real reason why Drake lost was because I don't think people realize how much of a like how cerebral Kendrick is.
Yeah.
He got the Pistler.
But he also lost to Pusha. They just didn't promote that as much.
Well, and it's because it's Pusha.
And
With
Pusha
all
was the
due
one
respect, because
Pusha was the one that
Pusha
actually
is nice.
Pusha was the one that actually introduced the world to Drake's son.
That's true.
That's what really made Drake back off. Because if it was up to Drake, I think Drake would have loved to kept his son. I won't use it a secret. I won't use that word secret, but just shield him from the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter what you do with your public life. That's for everybody to see. But if you want to be private as any type of celebrity, basketball, athlete, sports, music, whatever the case may be, you have every right to be as private as you want and unapologetic about it also.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being private. There are a lot of celebrities that are out there.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect example. They were talking about when Drake was talking about what's his name? What's her name? Whitney, his fiance.
Yeah.
Talking about that they beefing. She don't stay with you.
Oh, why you claiming to be this black king and you've married a biracial woman or something?
Right.
You engaged a biracial woman.
But she was right there with the kids in the stands.
Yeah.
So that debunked the whole thing about
Miss Scorpio was good. Jamie was good.
It's I just think Drake really messed with the wrong person.
Yes.
And by the time he realized
he expected to win.
Yeah.
Drake expected to win.
Well, because, Drake thought he could just win by, obviously that's how you're going to win, but by popular opinion, they thought because he believed that he's the biggest artist, which he is.
And he believed that was going to be enough to win this.
Right.
Because I believe that was what got him over Meek, was his popularity. Meek is a gifted lyricist.
Yeah, but he did get Meek, though.
That's what I'm saying. He
didn't get Pusher. He didn't get Pusher.
You mean lyrically?
When they went at each other?
Yeah.
He won that one.
What song?
He won that one.
What song?
The one, I just saw it. I don't know.
Summer or something where he says, I expected you to aim for the head and Ye's pool is nice, mine is just big, and that was a diss to Meek.
That was the one he performed right on stage.
And
he had the picture, and
he had the Philly to perform.
And he had Meek's picture in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
okay. So Toya, I see where you guys are coming from with the culture thing. I think that if a Canadian rapper is going to come into California, the home of all these West Coast, like he says, bop rappers that have their own culture, I believe there are 3, 4, 5 cultures when it comes to music in America.
Mm-hmm.
Houston has their thing. You know that what's it called? Where they slow it down. What's that word? It's chop and screw.
Chop and screw. Yeah,
they have their chop and screw. Everybody knows about New Orleans, the bounce, right? If you go to New Orleans, you're going to bounce, especially if you're a woman. Third is the New York. New York, they got their thing. Don't forget about us in Atlanta, right? Atlanta, we're the mecca of almost everything. Shout out to Fabo, shout out to Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. We can keep on going. And then just like you said, the California, their way of rapping and their culture that they have over there. And he did say, and like us, that he said something to the effect of Oakland's going to be your last show, nigga, because you disrespected Tupac. So he already put it out there to all of the California people that, you're not just going to come to. What did he do to disrespect Tupac?
When he did that, the voice.
Get money.
No. When he did the voice.
What
When
voice?
he did the voice with him, Snoop, and Tupac. That whole thing.
Did he not disrespect Snoop at the same time?
But the reason why
I'm trying to figure out why he.
Well, no, I would say yeah, but Tupac is, even though yes, Snoop is a legend when it comes to Cali.
But Tupac
is
MLK.
He's on another level.
Him and Biggie.
Yeah. So
like he's like the mark.
And plus Drake won Tupac's ring that he auctioned off. And I think Drake said he needs to return that ring also.
And he may give him.
No. Y'all so...
There was an auction.
Hold on.
And Drake.
We'll get to that part.
Drake won the auction, right?
So Drake won the auction, right? But you know what happened during the festival? I mean, during the concert, Kendrick changed the lyrics and said, if you give back Pop's ring, then I might give you some respect.
Yeah. So why? But what's the problem with Drake taking Tupac's ring or winning with his own money?
It's not about him winning. Okay, so this was the problem. When he AI'd Tupac's voice in his song and had Tupac disrespect Kendrick in the song.
What did Tupac say in the song?
It was Drake rapping. But you know how people can switch their voice to make it sound like somebody else?
Yeah.
That's what Drake did.
Officially.
Yeah.
Okay. So he did the song and he used Tupac's voice.
Yes.
And
he was using that to diss Kendrick. And
Kendrick is from Cali, just like Tupac is from Cali.
Right.
So you have Tupac was born in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And he lived in New York.
But he represents.
Yeah. That's why the history of Tupac can be questionable also. I'm not going to disrespect Tupac.
No.
Everything that Tupac did was for a reason.
Yeah.
And he's the reason why I think rap is how it's viewed right now.
I think Tupac was more of anything. He was an activist more than anything for me.
I also want to include an actor. Not an actor in movies. I'm talking about acting based on the way his persona.
Yeah, I mean,
he was not a thug.
No, he was a good guy.
He had that thug tattoo on his thug life tattoo on his stomach, but he wasn't a thug.
No, his
mom made him read newspapers every morning.
Yeah, he said it himself. He said like one of the reasons why he kind of changed his persona was, and there's a video of it when he was younger. He said the reason why was because when he was younger, especially when he was, trying to talk to girls, they were like he was too nice.
That's a lame.
Yeah, right. So he was like, okay, let me develop this persona. Change up how people look at me.
Good guys finish last, and then he changed it, cut his hair, got that thug tattoo,
right? So now
thug life tattoo, and now he was the baddest man on the planet.
Right, but I will also say that even when he was rapping, it was conscious rapping. It wasn't all this. I'm a put a cap in your behind, and I'm a
dear mama. Brenda had a baby. Changes.
Yeah, so
he had some music out there that really had you thinking.
Right,
and just something I kind of always put Nas in that category too.
I can see that.
I can't say not as good because there's some really diehard Nas fans, and there's some really, really good lyrics coming out of Nas with some of the stuff he said. But okay, so
it's called Tailor Made Freestyle.
Yeah, that was the name of the track.
So he used Tupac's voice in a diss song towards Kendrick, and Kendrick says, "I'm not gonna let you disrespect Tupac because Tupac is from the same area that I'm from."
Right.
And so where does the ring come in place?
He bought Tupac's. He auctioned off. Somebody auctioned and he won it.
He bought it, but he was basically flaunting it. Really, nobody was saying anything about it until he came out with Tailor Made Freestyle.
Okay.
And when the Tailor Made Freestyle came out, he basically used his voice, like I said, and use his voice to kind of like diss him.
Yeah.
And so when he used Tupac, because
Tupac's sister sent the cease and desist to Drake.
His
Tupac's sister.
estate.
His estate, his estate sent us
and said that take that shit off,
and that's why he took it down.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm just gonna have to. I see where you guys are coming from, but the way I see it, Drake just wanted to fully Drake into you don't deserve that ring. You don't deserve to wear Tupac's ring. I don't think it had anything to do with the diss that Tupac.
No. He said you're right. It's more about
you're not like us. You're not like us.
Yeah.
So give us back that ring.
You're
colonizer.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay. I just wanted the utmost clarity that you think you're so hip hop that you went and bought Tupac's ring so that you can feel more closer to the culture, but you're not part of this culture.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because like in the verse of Tupac, he says basically he's taunting him. He says, Kendrick, we need you, the West Coast savior, engraving your name in some hip hop history. You see what I'm saying? So he's basically using pop like, go ahead, F this Canadian light-skinned dot. You know what I'm saying? Call him a bitch for me. You know what I'm saying? So he's basically taunting him like, yo, protect me. You see what I'm saying? It says, says something about call him a B for me. Talk about his liking young girls. That is a gift for me. Hear it on Button's podcast. It's gotta be true.
Who's rapping this?
This is Drake rapping, but he's rapping this through
Tupac's voice.
AI's voice.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So basically, I'm
pretty sure Kendrick listened to that and just laughed it off.
Yeah, and he says, K, you gotta F this N's girl. He gotta be abused. All that is about burning tattoos. He is not amused.
And what's up with Drake's very weird tattoos he got? He got like Kevin Durant 35 tattooed on him. He has Sade Adu tattooed on him. He has Aaliyah tattooed on him. He has like number 30 Steph Curry's jersey.
Well, I mean, he has Wayne tattooed on him.
Well, they said he did that because he
because he messed with his girl. So he's basically using Tupac to say, hey, because that's the same thing he did with like encouraging him to come at Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but he's dead. So there's nothing that
and
Tupac
that's why people got upset. It's like, yo, he's a legend. Why are you trying to use a legend against Kendrick when he's basically pass a baton to?
Well, the reason why he was trying to use it was, and I know where Drake was trying to go with it. He was trying to do like,
I'm the king.
Not even I'm the king, but I got somebody from your area to come at
the legend.
Right.
And so I believe that Drake
that's what he wanted to do.
I'm just going to compare this beef with him and Meek. I do believe Drake felt like he can release some tracks and his fans were going to kind of swarm Kendrick's fan base and Kendrick to kind of diminish it. But what he didn't expect was this guy was, when I saw that concert and you had Dr. Dre say, I see dead people. Do you know how important? Do you know how important Dr. Dre is? He didn't even invite the game because the game made that stupid statement about Drake is a homie and Kendrick is my brother. But you claim to be for California, bro. I promise you on everything, it don't matter how popular Toya ever gets in life. If she ever disses you, do you think for if we all work together, you think I'll ever say she's a homie and you're the homie? No, you fucking disrespecting my brother. So I'm definitely going to be, also depending on the situation. But you go around, I mean, if you hit his car or you try to shoot at him, then you try to shoot at her, then the situation is different. But you're going around, right? And him and Meek, Drake, lyrically, I don't think Drake is better than Meek Mill. Lyrically.
No, I'm not going to say, but it's still possible for you to beat somebody.
You're right. So do you think that Tupac is lyrically better than Biggie?
No, but
hit him up.
Yeah, but I would say that Tupac is a better storyteller than
Nas is a better storyteller than Jay-Z, but Jay-Z's a better rapper. To me, rapping, freestyling, you know how long they said Jay-Z and Wayne, they don't write their lyrics, they just go in the booth and they just freestyle. That is a gift. Where you don't have to have your phone.
I know for a fact Wayne, because Wayne don't be remembering his lyrics at all.
As long as he puts in Weezy F Baby and
that's all the part he remember. That's the only part that man remember is Weezy F Baby.
He doesn't remember when he lost his ex-girlfriend to Drake, you know, and then Drake, as soon as Wayne got out of prison, Drake runs up to Wayne and says, "I gotta tell you something." Pulls up his shirt, "Hey, like this tattoo." And Lil Wayne was like, "What the fuck?"
But I think that concert was that concert was also, it was deeper than just getting that Drake though. It was also a way for Kendrick to like bring back what hip hop really is.
I think it was more than Kendrick. I think it was an industry. Like I said, Dr. Dre could have been like, "I'm good," right?
But that's what
came out.
But that's what I'm saying. It was more. I think it was more. But I think it was more than just Drake though.
They trying to kick.
I think it was
more than the beef.
It was, yeah. I think
they're trying to kick him out.
I think that concert was about. Unity.
Yeah,
especially with California.
It was the catalyst that made everything move forward. But
for you to do that on Juneteenth,
we do need to break down how all of the disses that Kendrick made in his performance. That whole performance was basically tailored.
He wore the same outfit that Drake wore in Hotline Bling, right?
Well, and Tupac also wore that same thing.
He performed the song 6 times for the Sixth God, right? As he's performing, he doesn't even sing it. He lets the audience sing it for him.
No, that was so.
That's the most disrespectful part.
No, I think so. I think he's forgot some of the words for some.
No, he's a lyricist.
He forgot some of the words.
Yeah,
he forgot some of the words.
He freestyled that thing.
Listen,
I'm not hating on him for it.
Any song is
because the song was only out for God knows how long. I'm surprised that the whole crowd knew the whole song.
Yeah.
You have to say, and the thing about it is, what's so cool about Kendrick being like a dope, he didn't drink no water.
He brought together different.
He didn't drink no water. His throat was throating.
Maybe that's why he kept.
YG came out.
DeMar DeRozan. Westbrook.
Bro.
Guess who was in the stands?
Who?
LeBron James. You didn't see the clip?
Oh yeah, LeBron James was there.
And he was just like,
and every time
SZA was there.
Every time I see these people that were affiliated with Kendrick, I go back to see if they were ever affiliated with Drake, and I don't remember Drake and LeBron being close at all. I mean, they would dap each other up at games. It's KD and Drake. It was never really. LeBron was cool with Jay-Z. He's really cool with Jay-Z.
It's the fact that Kendrick said, "LeBron, keep your kids away from Drake." That's in his song. That's why he showed up.
And to be honest with you, what also happened throughout that whole concert that a lot of people might not notice was that Kendrick was debunking every single thing that Drake said.
Yeah, throwing at him.
He said him and Whitney were having issues. Whitney was there with the kids.
In the stands.
He said that him and TB, the whole Top Boy, the whole Top Boy crew were all beefing with them. Well, guess what? They were all there. So it's like, it was like that whole thing.
You know what's so crazy?
The level of disrespect was having all these celebrities around him. Do you know the feeling you get when you look around and you see legends, and then you see basketball legends, and then you see those 2 girls that came out to dance at the end too? I don't know who they are.
I think they were just dancers.
No. They're top choreographers.
Yeah, they had to have been because of the way that the audience also went crazy for them too.
Oh, so that means they were like the best choreographers in LA. You said they were the best choreographers in LA.
They're like one of the
the top.
And the thing that impresses me a lot about Kendrick also is he didn't do this for any type of fame.
No,
he's not, because this has been huh?
Yeah,
I didn't hear.
It says Kinsey friend.
Yes, he could have went on tour immediately and made bank with this song. He can go to every city and just let this song play.
Well, he did actually. And another thing that he debunked was when Drake said that he doesn't put people on. That's what that whole concert did.
Yeah, because the first half of the concert was basically artists that people didn't even know.
Up and comers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was indie artists. And what's so dope about the whole thing is he made sure that nobody would get strikes
on their social media.
Yeah, he made sure that nobody gets strikes. So that he let everybody eat.
Yeah.
Eventually, they said it came back on.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't because of him; it was because of his label.
Yeah.
They're not going to allow you to continuously not make money off of this. They
Jamie says, did y'all see the weatherman doing the Not Like Us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going global. I don't know what it was about the
people
song.
in Toronto singing it.
Mustard on the Beat, Don't Like You. I don't care what anybody says, but if Dr. Dre's out there saying I see dead bodies and he don't really mess with you, the greatest basketball player in some people's eyes, LeBron James, is there, and you have Westbrook there, you have DeMar DeRozan there.
They play for your beloved team, the Raptors.
He used to. Well, yeah, definitely.
Won't it be crazy if you perform that song in Atlanta and all the people at the third verse, they all come out and they sing it with 2 Chains? Oh, well, we know that Young Thug. We know Young Thug.
We know Young Thug can't make it. We know Young Thug can't make it. He might have to do a video call and put it on the screen at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
The video calls are sounding crappy as hell, right?
Yeah. It's going to be like that Sean verse back in the day.
Yo, I'm here right now. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah. What's going on, y'all?
But if he did that in Atlanta, he brought out Quavo, he brought out 2 Chains, he brought out 21. And 21 to me is in a very difficult. I don't think 21 is going to come out.
You want to know?
Yeah, I don't think 21 is going to come out.
Future will come out.
What the biggest shot is?
Future did that with that.
Nobody really, probably y'all didn't even realize it. He said that Dave Freeze was probably was the child of his.
Mm-hmm.
The father of his kid.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Dave Freeze one of the executive people that made his concert?
Oh yeah, because I think isn't he his manager, right?
Well,
or something like that.
The thing about life is that the media can throw, and he is the media because he put it out there, and then the media ended up thinking that everything he said about Kendrick was true. But Kendrick, to me, I feel like when Kendrick was listening to this, he was laughing with everybody in the room.
But I think what happened was, when Drake was like, he fed Kendrick false information, I honestly think it was the other way around.
I think it was both ways. Because, Kendrick did say he had an 11-year-old. And Drake said, I will quit rapping.
If
you can find that 11-year-old.
That's one.
You're right. He shipped that 11-year-old to a place nobody would ever know.
They said he did ship them to somewhere else.
Oh, really?
But he did
because they were showing this girl. They were showing a girl.
That was AI. We saw it together, I think. There was AI. It wasn't real.
That had the jersey, that had his jacket on?
Yeah, it was not. It was not. And the thing is, for somebody to come out and say, if you can find this 11-year-old, he put money on the line too.
Oh, no, he said, he told academics, he said, if you find this 11-year-old, I will work for you.
Yeah. I don't care how much money or how you try to hide somebody. It's just like America's Most Wanted. Right? If you and I, we brothers, and you did something, they put the reward up there, 25,000. I'm about to go check the mail, and I'm taking my phone. I'm gonna call him like he's at apartment 10P. He drives a white SUV. He's back there, and as soon as I come, I'm like, Mo, what happened? I just went to the mailbox.
I wouldn't be here. I'll be gone. I would have left everything. I would have left everything.
But Jamie, I agree with you. She said the total sidebar, but we need unity with us because selective service is back. I feel like if there's hip hop in Canada, let their hip hop stay in Canada. I feel like if you go to Africa, Nigeria, we have our own hip hop that just made it out there. Afro beats has been in Nigeria for forever. We just didn't have that exposure. Reggaeton for the Spanish people, it's been out there for forever. It's just somebody heard it and then made it global. But the thing about Drake is he's an actor. Go back and watch him when he was acting. And at some point he discovered that he can also rap and he can rhyme.
No, he always rapped. When he was in Degrassi,
he was a rapper. I never watched not one show.
I'm not going to lie.
Not one show.
In Canada.
Yes, he was.
On the show, Degrassi.
Yes, on the show, Degrassi.
Oh, Degrassi's, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I used to watch Degrassi,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I used to watch Degrassi, and he was. I can't remember his name on Degrassi, but I just remember he used to be in that wheelchair, and.
But he wasn't always in that wheelchair.
No. What happened was he got shot.
He got clipped.
He got shot.
Was it by Kendrick?
No, it wasn't Kendrick.
Kendrick clipped him. He clipped him decades ago, and he's just not feeling it.
He got it right in the back. That's why he was paralyzed from the waist down.
There was a part that I saw on TikTok where Drake had a basketball, and he was, I guess he was playing with the ball, and somebody came and just took it from him. And Drake just looked around and just kept on walking without the ball. Bro, that's when they said they knew he was
in Degrassi. Drake was supposed to be like the
wheelchair Jimmy.
Black guy. That's his name, Jimmy. That was his name.
Lou says wheelchair Jimmy.
Yes, Jimmy was his name.
So you go from acting, you can rhyme,
and that's when I knew, because he rapped on Degrassi.
Was he good?
And he was nice.
Okay.
It like for especially for his age.
Remember
because he was like, I think he was like in his teens, like maybe like 15, 16. So, and for his age and the way he was rapping on the show, I was like, okay, he's nice. So when Drake got him, I was like, oh, okay, I could see it.
Okay. But then you have, I always like to say there are probably different types of raps.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the most part, a lot of hip hop heads would not want to break it down that way. But Drake is a certain type of rapper. I think that Kendrick is another type of rapper. And then you have somebody like somebody that makes songs, but they're making those songs just for you to dance and move. It's not really a song that has any meaning to it. You know what I'm saying?
He keep making me dance and waving my hands, and we gonna be all right.
Exactly. But you said that when Drake was on Degrassi, he was nice, right?
Yeah.
So
he does make for his age.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, Drake makes songs for you to dance.
Yeah.
And Kendrick
that's what Kendrick said. That's what Kendrick.
Jay-Z makes a lot of songs for you to dance. Nas doesn't. Biggie makes a lot of songs for you to dance.
No, I wouldn't say Jay-Z makes songs for you to dance. He makes songs that are like more like bops.
Yeah, you dance to them.
But there's some songs that you just vibe to.
You're right. Okay, what about Lil Wayne? What would you put him? A bopper or a lyricist?
Both.
Or both. Okay.
Both.
Yeah, I like that.
Both. Because
D, how are you?
Lil Wayne, because I ain't even going front. There are times I still put on She Will.
Okay.
And if you put that in the club, everybody dancing to that.
Hey, Mr. Carter. What was the Nigerian hair song?
6 foot.
Money.
No, it was 6 foot.
No. That's not Nigerian hair.
Oh, no.
Got money. You know it.
And it just has it.
Like this way.
I'm Nigerian, man. I'm not. I'm. Dang it. He said something.
Lyrics put it in.
Yeah, please. Because he said something. I'm something.
Tougher than Nigerian hair. Yeah. That album was Fuego.
Okay, so I found out what
Amelie.
Thank you, Lulu.
Thank you.
Bro,
But they wheelchair Timmy.